Hi, this is Di, and you can probably hear the garbage man. Anyway, it's Tuesday, and I missed Saturday's vlog, and I just wanted to fill you guys in on what was going on last Tuesday, so a week ago. I woke up with just a horrible headache. I called out to work because I was like, no, there's no way I can function with this headache. So I called out and tried to turn over and like go back to bed, and then I noticed that I had pain in my chest. And I have had a recurring non-lactational mastitis for many years. I've probably had it a dozen times. I keep a bottle of antibiotics in the cupboard at all times in case it happens, and usually by the second dose of antibiotics I'm feeling better. So that means like 4 hours usually. So I took my antibiotics and tried to rest. Did not feel better. Took the antibiotics again. Still nothing. I ended up taking 4 doses that day, and it had absolutely no effect. In fact, I was getting sicker and sicker. So that's when I decided I should go to the doctor, and I was too sick to even make the appointment. My husband had to call the doctor and make the appointment. And so he called. They got me in the next day. So Wednesday, I got in to see my doctor. The doctor well knows my recurrent mastitis. She's seen it lots of times. No big deal. By then, my left side was just fully irritated. And so it was like having a bag of rocks that was red and hot. And I was running a fever, 101.5 most of the time. And so I was just all around miserable, and the doctor looked at it and she was like, well, if it didn't respond to the antibiotics, then that means it's MRSA. And I thought MRSA was something you only get at doctor's offices, you know, in the hospital. But of course, I'm in hospitals all the time. I was at NIH, I went to the university hospital, I went to see my neurologist, so I'm in hospitals all the time. But is it enough to give me MRSA? Probably not. So then she tells me, oh no, it's totally in the community. And I looked it up. It has weeks to months gestation period. So I could have picked it up months ago at church, at work, somewhere, and now it's just decided, oh, you have mastitis, this is the perfect time to flare up and the antibiotics won't work. Well, that gave it lots of time to grow, so it wasn't like 4 hours and I started antibiotics and it went away. It was like when your house is already on fire and try to put it out with the hose. The hose will work when it's a tiny fire, but now it's a big fire, not so great. So I started the antibiotics she gave me, and everything just slowly got better. It was incremental, like minute. Like, oh look, there's this much less redness. Meanwhile, I have this pain, this horrible headache, and this pain that feels like someone has taken a barbecue skewer and just poked it into my chest. Lay in a certain position and then another skewer. So I was taking narcotics because that's the only time that they're for. And so I was taking those and taking the antibiotics, and see me again on Thursday. So I went in, she saw me again, was happy that it was making some progress, and she just kept saying, if you get worse, do not come here, go to the emergency department at the hospital. I mean, she was very clear. It was all very scary. It was like, I'm making sure that I have my stuff packed, because at any moment, if I take a turn for the worst, I have to go to the emergency room. So that was Thursday. Friday, I was home from work. Saturday, I was home. And then Sunday, Vicky came over and kept an eye on me. And I thought, oh, I'll vlog then. No hair, no makeup. I mean, my hair's not really done today because I just don't have the energy. Also, it involves a lot of lifting your hand up, and this whole side all through here, just killer pain. Like, just showing you that hurt. Monday, I still not feeling awesome. So I decided to ask my doctor for a return to work note for Wednesday. And so, look, it's Tuesday and it's time to post a vlog again. I've already just missed the Saturday vlog entirely. And now it's time to post another vlog, and I'm not even back to work yet. So this is the longest that I have sat up since last Tuesday. It's been that bad. Laying down really helps with the pain, and so I've been laying down a lot, which would not be practical at work. And being on narcotics, it wasn't even like I could bring my computer home and answer emails, because even off of the narcotics, and I've been off of them for 2 or 3 days now, I'm just foggy. Like I have trouble finding words, and I play a little word game on my phone and I have trouble playing the game. Like, my brain is just in a fog, and I looked it up, and that's a symptom of cellulitis, which is what this infection is classified as. And so I also looked it up and it said, how long do you feel better? 7 to 10 days. Well, I didn't even get the right antibiotic in me until Wednesday. So we're at day 6. So no wonder I just don't feel good. I'm not sleeping at night because I can't roll over at all. I have to be in just a certain position that doesn't hurt. And so that makes me loopy and foggy during the day too. So that's my update on why you did not get a vlog on Saturday. I always thought if I was sick, I would still post. Always. But I couldn't even have held the camera up. I couldn't have set up my equipment. I looked as bad as I felt, which I probably still look really bad now, but at least I got makeup on. I looked bad. The hair was really bad, not just this. I mean, there was nothing to it. I didn't put clothes on most days. You know, I just stayed in my pajamas and my bathrobe. This is probably, outside of surgeries, the sickest I've ever been in my life. I've never been this sick, and it was such a weird thing. And I think it's really the MRSA that makes a difference. I didn't define MRSA for you, and I don't know the definition, but I know that it's a staph infection, except for it's a staph that resists the normal antibiotics you take for a staph infection. So that's the way I can understand it. And so, and no shocking news that's in the community. I mean, if all these people in hospitals are getting MRSA, they're leaving, they're going home, and they're spreading it to the community. So now there just is no barrier. Now anybody can get MRSA at any time. This probably sat dormant in my system and just waited for an infection and pounced. So that is my introduction to an illness I didn't even know about. I just had heard about it for people who had been in the hospital. I have another vlog in the can, but I was getting sick when I finished recording it, and I probably have to re-record it because I was probably too rummy to even make sense. Fortunately, it's still a little channel. It's the first vlog I've ever missed, and we're on year 3, so that's pretty good. I just was a little bit disappointed, but was hoping you guys could understand. Those of you who are my Facebook friends in my personal life, you probably read my description of what was going on that I wrote Saturday. For those of you who are my internet friends, I prefer to talk to you all on Twitter, and I did post something to Twitter, so make sure that you check Twitter or Facebook if my video's ever late again, because even if it's late, I will post something and let you know what's going on. I don't know if the silver lining is on this, except for that I'm getting better, incrementally getting better, and that is a good thing. Lots of people prayed for me, and I really, really appreciate it, and lots of people helped out. Hopefully tomorrow, we'll see if I get my doctor's note, but hopefully tomorrow back to work. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up there. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you soon. God bless.